This actually feels like an honor and a privilege to be able to teach this course, I have to say. My lights keep getting brighter. As you can see, the candle behind everything just keeps getting brighter and amplified. And that becomes the life of working with angels, is that your life actually becomes very amplified. Your sense of your clears, your hearing, your abilities. Where we go wrong is thinking for 1 minute that we have some sort of control over the angels, other than the fact of we get to call them in. But the presence of them and the ever presence of them is always with us. We have many different levels of the angels that show up, that are present in our lives, including the earth angels, the ones that are the messengers upon earth. And some of us here are ascended before as angels and are here back for the human experience as a full-blown angel. And so you have that presence. Even our little dog sometimes could be an angel. That random stranger you meet who sometimes puts his hand out to you and you walk by, he was your messenger. He was your angel. They're angels in disguise. They're hidden amongst us, and they're here to kind of see if what choice we're going to make, how we're going to choose. Are we going to choose to allow our ego to rule us or our higher self? And I've seen this firsthand so many times now over the past few years. And I know they're not in print anymore, but if you can get them, and it's from Doreen Virtue, and it's the assertiveness of earth angels. And I'll be teaching a lot more about this in the course, us that are earth angels. But earth angels sometimes are those that appear with their hands out, or those that appear that look so rough and so rugged. They might be the drug addict that walks past you on the street that just says one little word to you like, "You look beautiful." I had that happen in downtown Toronto. And this man walks past, and he passed by me and he bumped into me. You know what my first response was? Human. I had been conditioned to believe if you're in a big city, someone bumps into you, they're trying to like steal your wallet or something. And first thought was move your purse. But my hands would not move my purse. I stopped. And he just said to me, he says, "I don't know if you know it, but I needed to see you today. I needed to see an angel to remind me of who I used to be." You never know where an angel is going to appear in your life. You never know how long you're going to have an angel in your life. We have angels that come into our lives that come for short periods of time and have to leave again. Or we have the angels that are put into our being and then are taken too soon before they get to arrive ever to be up on earth, to become a guide to the other side for us. There's many, many forms. The angels that we call upon to guide us are our guides. They're our guardian angels. We call in our guardian angel, our an army of love. The best, the highest commodity that we have and commodity to get is love. We are here to be human. We are not here to be an angel. We're here to know that we're going to make mistakes. We're going to choose not so wisely sometimes. We're going to make decisions that are going to not align to our highest good. We're going to be amongst people who are going to make decisions that are not of their highest good. But because we are human, we are forgiven. Always. They do not hold upon us a burden over us for us to live in misery and suffering. They're here to always help us rise out of it, to rise above it, to heal in the arms of the angels. And those songs that have been created that are words of loved ones with us, they were never by accident. They're angels that have come through. In the angel realm, there's so many levels. There's 9 levels in the angel realm. There's a lot to learn. Some look like humans. Some look like alien. Some look like light. Some have 6 wings. And each one has a different purpose to cover, to hold, to hug, to protect, to ground, to hold you above water. So I had experienced an angel a couple years ago in downtown Edmonton, and he was this oriental looking man. I'm not sure exactly what he was, but it was freezing out. And I seen him put his hands out, and he had boogers running down his nose. He had tears in his eyes. He had a little coat on. And they all walked past him and just like, get a life, get a job, except for my daughter, who stopped and said to him, I do not have cash, but I have love. And my mom will have some coin for you. I'll stand here and wait until she gets here with you, so you're not alone. And she stood and waited for me to get there. And when I looked in my wallet, all I had was a purse full of dimes. All there was dimes. They're signs from heaven. I said, put out your hand. He put out his hand. We filled his hand full of dimes. Do you know what he was going to get? A bed to sleep in. How quick we are to judge. And he was going to look for a bed to sleep in. And this way he could stop, get a coffee. And I mean, yes, that stuff is free. But that's all he was doing, was getting to the right place. A bus ticket, whatever it was to get him to that right place. He said, that's all I'm looking for. It was his health that put him out on the street. That he couldn't cope. He was an earth angel who never knew how to be able to, who couldn't live in this world, in the harshness of this world. Not all have the opportunity to be able to live the best life. Earth angels are not all glowing lights upon this earth. They're the ones that are struggling. They often will be strugglers. They'll be challenged the most to still hold faith, to hold light, to still reach out and help somebody else even in their lowest times. As we're coming in tonight, I never know where it's going, of course, but I write out stuff just in case how it all goes. So the first thing I was asked to bring up was the angel that most people will never speak of. And anyone who's taken any mediumship training with me know that I speak of this all the time. And it's of the Lucifer energy. And don't get me wrong, and don't feel that it's anything of a, don't link it to anything of a Christianity or a belief. Link it to choices. Lucifer was what is called the garter of light. Choices. To step into human form or to step into ego, to have a fear of somebody being above us or better than us, or being afraid of to be left out, or being fearful of a leader, takes us making decisions and choices that take us to our shadows, which is the sides of us that we're not always so proud of, the sides of us that take us into the depth of our own bad behavior sometimes. We have choices. And sometimes we make those choices, and then we choose that, continue that pattern because we feel like we're here to suffer, and we're not. We're here to live in light, and we're here to live in pure light. There's always an opportunity to return. That door of that Lucifer energy to heavens, to beyond the veil, to the light, to the source, whatever you want to call it, don't care, name it whatever you like, is always open. Always open. And that desire to dabble, that desire to dabble into a place of not so healthy takes us into those places sometimes when we want to cross over lines. We want to just, what if I just peek at the darker side? What if I just look at the darker side? Well, sometimes that peeking into the darker side takes us on a journey to a much darker side that we really don't want to go. So sometimes you're looking at those that you love the most, taking journeys, not in their walk of their darkness, but into a darkness. And that is the place that we can still keep shining a light for them to always return. The belief that we can have boundaries, but we can still invite them to return. There's always the light. The light never leaves. The God consciousness never leaves us. Always available, always there. So the prayers of today has been calling me to Archangel Michael. And I'm not sure if you all know of Archangel Michael, so I speak as if we know nothing sometimes. And I wake up every day and I live as if I know nothing. I live in a very curious brain, and that every day is a new chance for a new opportunity to gain new knowledge. I work with the holies, and I very much work there on a lot of my work and a lot of my bases. Archangel Michael sits at the right-hand side of the God conscious at the light. So he sits at the right-hand side of you because you are all the light of a God consciousness. You are all a golden light. You all have a light. So you're all kind of like those superheroes that have, what's his name? That have the light right here. You're him. And you have that light and it lights up. And when we allow our lights to be shadowed, it looks like it's dull, but it's never dull. It's just hidden behind. And so Archangel Michael comes to help us cut the cords. So the first thing of today, what came to light for me, was to help us move past the ego, to move past the fears. And we're living in a world right now that is several times over the past couple of months that we are seeing angels fall. We're seeing people that have been in the highest regard, that have worked in spiritual places, that fear of a world or fear of a doomsday or fear of things not going their direction, forgetting that everything is temporary, falling to their fears, falling to their lowest. And then I've seen the angels land. And when I seen them land, I seen quakes. And I've seen the earth shake. And we don't all have to, it's not about repenting. It's not about living in a fear of, oh my God, I've done everything wrong. Now I better wash myself of these sins. It's not like that. When angels land, they're here to tell us we're protected. What is within ourselves? What is within our ego that holds us captive to a fear, to an old story, to the past, to losing faith? Or what is still in our heart that keeps us from being able to hear, feel, sense the messages that the guides, the guardian angels are trying to help us with? So before we connect to the guardian angels, we're going to cut the cords. Archangel Michael, he's big, he's powerful, he's beautiful. He comes with huge wings. He comes with a big responsibility, and he always says, don't take our ability to connect lightly, and don't take what we do or our presence with you for granted. Gratitude. Be thankful. You don't owe them anything. They don't live in the human essence of owing. They ask you to love yourself. They ask you to love yourself enough to make wise choices, to know that you're worthy of love, you're worthy of healing, you're worthy to walk this journey, you're worthy to sit at the council with the angels, with the guides, you're worthy to invite in your angels. You're worthy of unconditional love that no human upon this earth can give you, and to release yourself of bondage and suffering and expectations that you place upon yourself. So this angel that we're calling in, if you don't know him, he comes with a sword. He comes with a sword and a purpose. And he makes me laugh because he often makes you blush. He sometimes feels like he's right in your presence. And by blush, I mean you feel his warmth right next to you. I know when he's there. And sometimes you might feel like you're being nudged over a little bit. He's sometimes pushing you out of your own way. Because the biggest thing we have to do is get out of our own way. Because the only person standing in our way is us. So when you feel yourself moving like this, sometimes it's Archangel Michael giving you like a little pushover. He goes to battle for us. He protects us on travels. He protects us in relationships. He protects us in life. He takes out the daggers and the shards of harshness that have been attached to us. And when he cuts the cords, he takes the energetic attachment that others have placed upon us. And working beside him is a beautiful Archangel Raphael. He is the healer. I call him pretty. Only way I can describe him is he's so pretty. He is the healer of the Jesus archetype. He's the healer that works with Jesus, through Jesus. He's the healer that works through us all as we lay our hands upon our loved ones. Like when you lay your hands upon your children with love, when they fall and they get hurt, and you lay their hand, you go, oh, it's going to be okay. Raphael. Invoking Raphael to help heal infuses green healing light. Archangel Michael comes blue, purplish, kind of both colors I see him with. So he's like, often they'll say blue. I sometimes argue and say, I see him with purple. So we can call it royal. He's very, very royal. But royal there and royal here is very different. And these two are archangels. So they have a very human looking light base to them. And they can be present working through humans. So that person that all of a sudden you're broke down on the side of the road and out of nowhere comes this man. And he's big and he's strong and he's able to get like that nut off a tire that won't move or something like that. That's Archangel Michael. Because sometimes we need the human help to do these things as well. When you're struggling and that person just shows up, you're stuck, someone comes to help you out. Often Archangel Michael. So energetic cords often come from relationships, some that have already left your life. Sometimes it's the cord of somebody who's already passed over to the other side, who left something attached to you. Stories. And when you get my book and you read my More Than Existing book, it talks about the lies we tell ourselves. And even with our human eyes seeing, we sometimes still lie. He helps us cut these stories so we can cut ourselves free. So as we're here right now, in this very moment, I invite you to close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just breathe out any stress and worries within your body that you're ready to just let go of. Could be just from today. Don't worry about letting it all out. Just whatever it is, just breathe back in and breathe out. And this is quick. And I learned this through my training with Doreen many years ago. And I use it continually. And I want you to imagine as if standing right in front of you, you feel the presence of a big presence that's calm, warm, gentle. And as if you feel this breath gently blowing at the very top of your head at your crown. As if Archangel Michael is leaning in over you, opening up your crown chakra. Allowing in the beautiful white light as he wraps you in protection from the world around us, but not from the spirit world. It's open for us. And as you breathe again, breathe all the way down, and as you breathe out, imagine as if you're breathing out all the way through your crown chakra. And with that, feel the presence of Archangel Michael even stronger in front of you. And as you breathe back in, visualize a spot within your body that you just feel as if there might just be an attachment. Even if you don't know exactly where it is, just invite Archangel Michael to guide you to a spot where you just know there might have been a word, a harshness, a story, a past that may have just attached to you. It could be in a shoulder, between a shoulder blade, the heart, the stomach, the hip, the knee. Might be somewhere where you're always feeling pain and you're unsure why. And it could be just that your voice has never been fully able to speak a truth. And with that, Archangel Michael asks for your spiritual permission to remove the daggers of the story that has been attached. And imagine as if you say yes. Without speaking aloud, you're communicating to Archangel Michael. And as you say yes, feel the essence of beautiful love. As his hand lays on your heart, feel your heartbeat, connecting to the heartbeat of Archangel Michael. Calm, protected, safe, grounded. And as you breathe in and breathe out, slowly and with absolute love, he removes from that place of pain, of wherever you have invited him spiritually, to take out this dagger, this jagged little piece of something that's been in there. And as he does, there's a little opening now. And over your right shoulder is beautiful Archangel Raphael. And as Raphael steps forward, feel that he's smaller, daintier, but strong. And with his beautiful healing abilities, he places in the beautiful green light. Enter that opening, infused with a love that is from beyond the veil, that is present in our silence, that is present in those moments of silence when we connect to Source. And as he does, feel the essence of your crown, connecting to that white light as if you can hear the angels singing. Feel the love, feel the joy. And as Archangel Raphael lays his hand over that spot, feel that green, warm, flowing through your body, through your veins, pumping through your heart, through your spine, through your bones, all the way to your feet. And while he's holding that space, Archangel Michael removes his hand from your heart. He takes this dagger and he wraps it in a beautiful cloak, a royal looking cloak. And as he does, he treats it with love and honors it, even if it didn't come from a good place. Everything is worthy of the unconditional love. And everyone has that spirit that was having the human experience. The spirit is honored to have the love, as it is still the golden light. And as this is wrapped, notice as if you start to be able to see this beautiful package, as if you're seeing a royal purpley color, bluey color even, right between your eyebrows. your third eye. You start to see it as if your human eyes, with them closed, start to look in towards your eyebrow. And you start to see a sparkle. This is love. And as you're looking in at your third eye and all you're seeing is the color, allowing Archangel Michael to do the ceremony to release this for you, to let go, to let it go. And as it's released out into the ether, out into beyond the veil, freedom. And with this, he cuts the cords of any attachments to any old stories that you're now ready to discover a freedom, to open you up to be able to receive messages from your guardian angels that help guide you through. And they come in making the decision, the choices, trusting your first choice. Trusting to make the right choice, to stay in the light. And as your eyes move away from your third eye, back into a place of resting, back to the presence of the healing, feel the essence of Archangel Raphael lifting his hands away from your body. And as they start to move back, say thank you. Gratitude and love for whatever was just transpiring. And know that there is a slow release, a timely release that is divine. The presence of the healing happens in divine timing. And as you feel yourself feeling cooler, the warmth of their presence starts to slip back. You feel it cool. As you've now been released. And as your thank you release them, they enter back up and back into spiritual realm. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, we connect you back to your human body. And we're going to leave the crown open for a moment. As you take another deep breath in and breathe out, come back to the here and now. Back to this present moment. I'm going to take you in one more time before we finish tonight. I want to take you in right now into talking about Gabriel. Gabriel. Beautiful Gabriel. He means God is my strength. The might of God, whatever it may be for you. The power essence of the golden light. He's always here to kind of chuckle at us and remind us that we're not here to know it all. The mysteries, we don't know why things happen. But he holds the lantern for us. He holds that light for us to be able to see in the dark. To know that in our darkest days, which we all will have to experience, that there's always an angel who shows up to hold that space for us, to be present, whether they're human or whether they're from the other side and we don't know how. Some days we have the strength to hold ourselves up. Gabriel. There's so much wisdom to be gained and so much knowledge. And not everybody's going to understand you in your darker days. But there's going to be someone who's going to need your wisdom, for you have experienced what they have not yet, what others have not experienced. So his light is golden. His light is golden. When he works through me, he downloads me with knowledge that I have no idea where it came from, or how to help people in ways that I never would have imagined that I would have ever known. He holds a mirror up for us, and he shows us our reflection. As my second book is called, Beyond the Reflection. He shows us in our darker days, that beyond that reflection is still the light, that we are still here, and that we're here to often live in the light of our beautiful loved ones who are now here to guide us and to show them the joys and wonders of what can be in this world, to live for them. He reminds us to live in our human, and that human not okay days are very present for us, and that we're not always going to be okay. And in those not okay times, we are loved. And he also shows us the giddy little mysteries of synchronicities in our lives, of how we meet people and how people show up back in our lives years later. And he's like, I told you so. And we go, I've been waiting forever. How come nothing's happening for me? And he giddily says, you wait and see. So he came to me a few weeks ago when I was in the middle of a class, and I was doing all Archangel Michael work. I had pulled Archangel Michael cards, which I never ever use or rarely use, and now I can't put them away. And there's something else that's not in print. I think, I don't know for sure, but I think she kind of pulled everything. And so these cards, when I was using them, a message, Gabriel, showed up behind me. And he blew a breath on my neck. And he said, move aside. Move aside. Get over there. And I'm like, hey, I can talk to him like that. So can you. I'm like, hey, stop it. He's like, blah, blah, blah. I have a message. And I said, oh, I can't wait to tell everybody. He said, shut up. Shut up. This message is not for them, it's for you. Sometimes the messages we're getting that we want to share with everybody else, oh my God, I can't wait to tell everybody, and then you go to open your mouth and it will not come out. It wasn't for you. It wasn't for them. It was for you. And in the right time, when you're in the right place, he'll tell you when to share it. That wasn't the day. And it wasn't the time. And it was for me. It was the 16th chapter of the More Than Existing book, which he was surprised me with, Dr. Wayne Dyer, being one of my guides from Spirit World, coming through to help me push myself a little bit farther. We all have the ability to be pushed a little bit farther because we all have a strength we didn't know we had. He's here to push us a little bit farther. They make miracles happen. And when 3 of them work together, miracles happen. Along with more, of course, along with the holies. You could think that's not possible. There is no way that's going to happen. And watch how it can happen. Overnight, a flood of success, a flood of money, a flood of anything. Joy, happiness can happen overnight. That's the mysteries, and he jokes at us and he laughs at us. You could be praying for someone to make a change in their life. We don't pray for wishes. Don't pray for wishes. We can't wish something upon somebody else's life that we want to see happen. You can pray for them to have the beautiful experience of the angels or the wisdom or knowledge or whatever it is, send the angels towards them. Protect them until they can see their light. But overnight, a change can happen that brings miracles and changes within lives. They're the strength. But I can tell you, he'll tell you to shut up a few times. And Gabriel can also appear as Gabriel. Masculine, feminine. The magics of it all is that is the magic of the world. There's so many Ahs to live in, and we are the strength of masculine and the strength of feminine, depending on what we need at the time. So he comes in a strength of a masculine push when he pushes me aside and out of the way and does the work for me. And then he gently steps up and lays his hand on my shoulder and says, you got this. You can do this today. There was days I didn't think I could do it. And when my dear friend lost her daughter, I didn't think I could teach that weekend. He laid his hand upon my shoulder and he says, I can't tell you why, but I can tell you why you're here. Now speak. Now be of service. They are here to be of service, as are we. Service to the higher good, service to the right choices, service to be light workers, to be healers, to be women, to be men, most of all to be human. The changes in us change the world. We're here to be that. So he holds the light for us and shows us the little beautiful things that are here to be seen. And as I invite you to close your eyes one more time, he's going to hold your space in the golden light. And he's already fully stepped in. He's been here since I started. This was not what I had planned. And as you breathe back in, you're naturally in the light. You're in the white light, the beautiful ray of the white light. And now, just like that, with his powerful strength, the magic of the angels that have been singing all along is that he has stepped you into your golden light. His golden light touches your golden light. In the very center of between your throat chakra and your heart chakra, right in your thymus, right in that bone, he's tapping. And he's saying, you matter. You matter. This is the I am. I am the light of the God consciousness. I am the light. You are the light. And as you feel that power tapping at your beautiful thymus, feel the golden light. And as you feel like a little smile appearing in the presence of your face, notice as if the corners of your mouth come up a little bit. Doesn't even have to be a lot, but it comes up a little bit as you feel the ray of this, as if you get to lay on a beach, right? Just like suddenly he planked you on a beach in the sunshine. And you can hear the music. And as you do, you're being removed from the ego. And he's saying, step aside, ego, I'm here to help you. And as if you're just taking up the whole ego self, pushing it to the side, and you're in the presence of your full, trusting, beautiful spiritual self. And from here, feel the breath flowing through the crown chakra. Feel your heart expanding and opening. And this is where we meet our guardian angels. In the light of the God consciousness, we're able to meet our guardian angels. You may not see a face, but you will feel a presence as you breathe in and you breathe out. Feel the presence of love entering into your aura. And as you do, hear like a chuckle, a little laughter, joy, happiness. And as that light enters, know that you have a communication starting. Whether it's just more joy in your heart and your heart starts to beat a little bit faster, or you can start to hear your ears thumping, inside. I know it's funny, but it's like a little thumping right inside of your ears. Maybe a little ringing. Almost as if we're hearing a little trumpet. A little tap on your third eye as if say, I was always here. I've always been here. I'm always with you. Childlike innocence. Feel the innocence. And as you feel the innocence, notice there's the presence of a humming sound. And in that humming sound, a vibration, inviting your guardian angel. In this space, inviting your guardian angel. And know that Gabriel is pushing you a little bit farther. Ask. Ask for help. Ask for guidance. Ask for information. Ask for a name. Ask for anything. Push yourself to have faith in this process. To believe in what you cannot see, but we know to be present. Who are you? Why are you here? Notice a feeling that you may be coming through. And with that steps in Archangel Michael and Raphael all around you. The presence of the God consciousness golden light has opened us up. In comes more. In comes the angels. Those singing angels are dropped down. They have no faces. They have light. Around you is a beautiful circle of light, heavenly light. For you are now beyond the veil. Without even knowing, they've taken you beyond the veil. You didn't have to move. You didn't have to shift. You just had to let go of ego. Free yourself. As you feel that smile, feel the love. Whether your guardian angels are loved ones or those who have never walked earth. You may even start to see the presence of a guardian angel who's still here on earth, that has been by your side helping you throughout so many things. Say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for this connection. Thank you for this bond, for this bond now is forever connected. And all you're asked is to give yourself a tap some days. Sometimes it's a little tap on the head, a little tap on your own shoulder. Say, hey, move aside. I'm about to ask for help. As you feel that connection, you can ask them to help with people or loved ones in your life without wishing for them. Ask them to help with whatever is of the highest good for that person. Ask them to guard, protect you, to always be by your side. Spend a few moments more with them. As you do, notice the circle dancing around you as the angelic angels are singing. And as they're singing, they're taking away, releasing you from any attachments to any outcomes that you've had yourself attached to, any control that has been attached. And I'm pulling upon Archangel Michael to ask to detach you from, if you're ready, from the control that we have of thinking that we're in control in this world, of trying to control any outcomes, or trying to push things to happen that we're not ready for. Every leader is a follower, every follower is a leader. The rush to get to a certain point is only one place. As your spine comes up and pulled back, Archangel Michael is pulling through your spine. Any old cords, and pulling you into your power, into your light, into the full essence of you. As this golden light is here to help heal anything that's in us and around us, including those around us. And as the angels that have been dancing around start to lift up, the circle rises and they head back into the beyond the veil, into spirit world. So does the council that's been here. Archangel Raphael asks your permission to cut away any last residue. And he takes it with him as he drifts away. Archangel Raphael kisses you on the forehead, a blessing. The holies are, Mother Mary has been sitting here. She kisses you on the forehead and she anoints your feet. She blesses you to be worthy to walk your path and your journey. And she now also rises back up. The last to leave us is our guardian angels, our beautiful spirits. As they hug and wrap their love around you, they leave a little piece as a reminder, as if they've given you a little badge, a little push button that says ask, help, ask for help. A little reminder. And you'll feel that little tinge when you know you need to ask. And as they let go, say thank you. And hear the whispers of, you are loved. You are loved. You are protected. You are safe. We're helping. And as they rise back up, take a breath in and breathe out. Feel Gabriel's the last to leave us, as they never fully ever leave us. But they leave us to perform our human duties, to have free will, to make our choices and to choose. But always leaving the light on for us. And as they seal back off that connection into the spirit world, they fully return us to our human self. And as easy as that, all you have to do is ask. But always remember, move the human ego aside. Like a slide you're going to push over. And the blessing that was blessed upon you, you will feel hope, faith, love, strength, courage. Whatever is needed has been blessed upon you today. And Archangel Michael came in to tell us that whatever situation has been up on hand, there is beautiful outcomes, beautiful changes. The next few weeks are just a time of rest, and all else will be in the light. You will still be able to be a light for somebody else. And you can call upon the light when you're not able to. And you're being asked to hold the space for some people, or somebody who may not be able to hold their light today. That's how you give back. Do the kind thing. Do the kind thing. Show compassion. Live in love and light. And be ever present and loving and compassionate to the human that you are. Much love. Take a deep breath in. Stretch out. And fully come back. Into our presence. And I just kept hearing hark the herald angels sing, and I just hear the angels singing like the whole time throughout. So if you are a love of music, or if you keep hearing words in music that are just like, hey, 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 it's not by accident. Your loved ones have been speaking to you. Your angels have been speaking to you. There is change amongst us. And they're making things happen that we didn't even think possible to happen. There are your three that are working very strong, and then your guardian angels. Please remember, to move ego aside is as simple as saying, human ego, you're going over here. I need to ask for help. The best way that we help be the savior in our own life is to reach out, reach up, Reach out, reach out. And if that's all you got in you some days, to put your hand out and then your hand up, that's kind of like your language that you've now created. I sometimes have only had the strength to hold my hand up here and hold my hand on my heart and just close my eyes. In those silence, in that silence, I could feel the presence of the light of God consciousness, giving me strength that I didn't know I had. We all have it within us. And you'll recognize the signs, the feathers, the dimes, the whatever. They are constant, the synchronicity moments that align. Or that person that just stops you in the store. I've seen so many. When I first moved to Leduc, a woman stopped me in Safeway and said, "I love your shoes." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And they were pink with little flowers, and I was all dressed up. And she's like, "Oh my God, they're so beautiful." And I'm like, "Thank you." She walked down, she went down another couple aisles, she come back, she said, "I lied. That's not why I stopped. I love your shoes. But I stopped because you shine a light that is so bright that it stopped me in my tracks. Are you a healer?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "You walk amongst the angels." I wasn't feeling very healer-like at that moment in that day, but she reminded me that we all walk in a light. It's the behaviors and actions sometimes of the world around us that make us feel like we don't have that light. We all still have that light. So when they stop to tell you, or they stop and just say, "Hey, hi," sometimes that's a messenger. Be a messenger in somebody's life. You never know how you change lives or what you do for people. Don't walk past without a hello. That Lucifer energy I spoke about in the beginning was not present. Light is so much stronger than dark. We're returning a lot of the shadows into the light, including our own. I have so much love for everyone who takes the time to sit in on anything that I do. So much love and so much gratitude for taking time out of your day and your time to sit with me.